Hey, good morning everyone. My name is Kishore Bora. I've done dual masters in physics and energy systems with gold medals. I'm a father of two, husband to a superwoman, a lecturer turned software engineer, and now managing director of an IT company based out of Hyderabad, India. I'm also a leadership evangelist and a certified member of John Maxwell team. John Maxwell team is a group of Maxwell certified coaches, trainers, speakers, and professionals who are accelerating the personal and professional growth to individuals, organizations, and companies worldwide. I'm also an author, and after having 20 plus years of corporate experience, I've shared my insights on how one can accelerate their personal and professional growth in a book titled Don't Coast. So today I'm going to talk to you about how one should learn to trust the process. So today's topic of discussion is learn to trust the process. What I'm going to talk to you today is how and why one should learn to value or trust the process more than the event. If you know me well and if you're following me on social media channels, then you must have heard me saying this multiple times. Growth happens daily, not in a day. I repeat, growth happens daily, not in a day. So if you're like me and if you also believe that the growth happens daily, not in a day, then you would have started pursuing something on a daily basis. And once we start pursuing something on daily basis, we will start noticing some change that is taking place within us. And whenever we see the change that is taking place within us, then we will stop asking how long will it take for me to achieve that thing, or how long will it take for me to achieve that new skill. You will stop asking how long and you will start asking how far can I go with this. Are you someone who thinks that reading a book or listening to a motivational speaker would create miracles in your life? Of course, the answer is no. Never overestimate the importance of an event and underestimate the power of process. You might get the inspiration to start the process by attending an event, but the process is an ongoing learning which takes consistent, deliberate effort to grow each day. In other words, process is more important than the event for a growth conscious mindset. I repeat, the process is more important than the event for a growth conscious mindset. Therefore, attending an event or a motivational talk or reading a book should only be considered as a triggering point to learn a new habit or skill, and what you do daily to hone that skill is ultimately what matters. Many years ago, I watched a construction activity on a site right next to our office. So initially, the land was sealed with iron sheets with an entrance to the site before commencement of the construction activity. After a few days, the digging started and it went deeper and deeper each day. From my office desk on 4th floor, every now and then during the day, I would look down to see what's going on in the construction site. I watched the engineers begin digging for the foundation using hydraulic diggers. Later, every day for the next few weeks, I noticed trucks shifting soil out of the site. We know that the longevity, stability and safety of any tall building indeed depends on its deep and stable foundation. Since I have an aerial view of the construction site, I could see what was going on in the site. However, for those walking right next to the site along the road, it would appear that nothing is going on in the site since they cannot see anything visible. After a couple of months, the earthwork was completed. The team started working on anti-termite treatment since termite infestation can weaken the building structure and damage the wooden material. And later, using reinforced steel bars, engineers began building the framework for the foundation, followed by the cement work. After many months, the foundation could reach to the ground level. After the base was established, engineers started building the walls. Almost after 6 months, people on the outside began seeing the building that is going up. However, from my office, I understood how much effort had gone in and time it had taken for the building to go to that level. For some people looking from the outside, it appeared that the building has come up overnight, which was quite surprising for them when noticed for the first time. This is quite analogous to the illusion of overnight success. There is nothing like an overnight success. It's a myth. You have to work for months and years to become an overnight success. Let me give you a few examples and situations where we totally and absolutely trust the process because we are extremely sure about the end result. So what am I teaching now? I'm trying to tell you the areas where you're already trusting the process, right? So what are those? I'm sure you can relate with some of these examples. I'm sure you can relate with some of these examples. Some people will follow hard diet because they know after few months the outcome of weight loss or getting back into shape is worth it. And I'm sure some of you might have already had the experience of enduring a long drive by either a car or a bus or a train or a flight because you always reminded yourself about the beautiful destination waiting for you at the end of the journey, right? Sometimes we take a headache pill and instantly feel relieved because we are sure that the tablet would start working within no time. Trusting the process is a long-term insightful thinking. It merely means a robust, resilient and almost unshakable faith which keeps us going through the difficult times with a little compliance. It's because we have been continuously reminding ourselves about the end destination. For an athlete, trusting the process might mean having faith in his training abilities and his dream of attaining success. For a student, it might mean studying hard, believing in himself that at the end of the year, he or she would clear the year-end admission test with an excellent grade or rank. For a building contractor or engineer, trusting the process might mean having enough patience and faith to imagine a beautiful building upon looking at an empty piece of land. Trusting the process will give you the power to keep marching forward instead of feeling agitated, nervous, anger or impatient because you have not arrived yet. If you trust the process, you will stop asking the question, how long will it take, and start thinking about how far you can go. Beautiful, isn't it? If you start trusting the process, you will accept both positives and negatives, rewards and pains, sweat and tears, darkness and light during your journey to become the person that you wanted to be. For you, trusting the process might mean something different to what it is to me, what it is to your friend, what it is to your family members. The person that you will become in the next few years from now depends on the books you read, the habits you adapt, the people you spend time with, and the food you eat, and the conversations you engage today. Friends, before you identify the areas that you would like to grow, you got to be completely truthful with yourself. If you don't trust yourself to be straightforward, ask a friend you trust for help. Identify and prepare notes about where you are in life and where you would like to see yourself in the future. First, you should accept where you are now, even if it is a bit of rough patch. What are your goals? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? That's what you got to list. Sometimes you need to go to a new location or keep yourself in a different situation to gain clarity or a fresh perspective to avoid feeling that you are in a rut. If needed, travel and keep yourself away from the same old people, the same old belief systems. Your to-do list should become your friends when you are trying to drive the change. It is important to put your ideas in writing because it's too easy to lose focus or lose track of the progress you have already made. If you want to make a real personal development plan, you must write it down. Make sure there's at least one thing each week that is pushing you towards reaching that goal. By default, life is hard enough. It can be easy to ignore the fact that maybe you need to work on some areas of your life. Personal growth requires continuous effort, and the only thing that is constant about life is change. When you invest in your growth on a daily basis, you will notice small but progressive changes. After a while, people will start noticing that you are not the same person that you used to be. Tell them the process that you have followed and be a rainmaker for them and support their growth journey too. We all got the same 168 hours per week, 8 hours to work, 8 hours to sleep, which means 16 hours a day and 56 hours per week. So we have got 56 hours in a week to pursue our goals and grow. I want you to make every hour count when you are pursuing your growth journey. Today I am working as managing director of an IT company in Hyderabad. I'm also a certified trainer, coach, speaker with the John Maxwell Team USA. I'm also an author of a book called Don't Coast. And my bigger dream is still alive. I've tasted a little bit of success and I want more of it. Therefore, I'm going to believe in the power of the process and I'm going to continue to pursue my growth journey. I also know the difference between success and significance. Success is adding value to yourself. Significance is adding value to others. So I'm going to continue to add value to others, and I'm going to continue to help my friends, my colleagues, and people in my network to grow, build, impact, and serve others. I want to leave a legacy before getting buried. My name is Kishore, and I am your friend. My message to you today is: learn to trust the process more than the event. Thank you, friends. Thanks for your time. Thanks for patiently listening to me. And I sincerely hope I have added a little bit of value to your life today. Thank you.